One of my favorite coaches was Tag Gross. He was offensive coordinator at Jinx when I was there. He started me over a guy who committed to Notre Dame, and showed a lot of trust in me. And then back when I was growing up and I was a graduate assistant, and that job kind of fell through for me, and I was needing work, and I called Tag up. I hadn't talked to him in about 2 years, and I said, hey, and I'd worked for his dad's company, Southern Agriculture, for a couple summers, and I was having rent, and I was married at this point. I was like, hey, Tag, I just need something to pay the bills. Is there any way I can get a job? And he said, let me call you back. Call me back in 5 minutes, and everything was set up, and I went to work the next day. That was it probably wasn't a big deal to him, but it was a huge deal to me that that he would do that for me. So he's been one of my best influences on football. Away from it, it's got to be my old man. He's kind of a funny guy. He looks like Steve Martin, which is the funniest thing. The coaching staff met him, and they kind of cracked up about that. But he would go out in the backyard and kick balls to me barefoot. His foot would get swollen up, but he'd never say no if I ever wanted to go out and play catch. So that's my old man. He's a solid dude. I really can't put a finger on it. I got done with my career, and I knew that I was going to miss it. And I think I took a semester. I just was a regular student, took class, and kind of had an opportunity to go be a graduate assistant, to go get my master's degree. And it was kind of in that process of just being a coach and actually getting to do it. That's when I figured, man, this is something I really want to do. Yeah, there's definitely some crazy things that I've done in my life, and probably the craziest thing just happened recently. Me and my wife went to Mexico this summer, and we went, I forget what you call it, where you're on like a zip line, and we're like 3 miles up in the air going over jungle, and it was the scariest thing, one of the scariest things I've ever done in my life. It was really exhilarating, but I always try to say, I want to keep my edge, and so I like to do fun vacations. Do fun things. It is just something I like to do in my life. I get bored. I used to have long hair, and then I started losing it, which was really sad. And so I had to do something to be different. This might come as a shock. I like to be different, and so just kind of growing out a beard is kind of something that's just kind of taken off, and I don't know, it's kind of fun. I'm going to do it for a little while, and probably shave it after this season, but it's kind of been fun so far. It's kind of taken on a life of its own, and I'm sure my wife can't wait until it's gone. Oh God, I'm an open book. I don't know. I would say that it takes people think I have this open personality. I really only have it until I get to know you. I'm pretty standoffish until I get to know people. I'm kind of working things out, saying, is this person cool, or are they not cool? And after I get to know you, then I kind of open up a little bit and like to have a good time. Judging by the way I act around here, all these guys are good guys. So it's been a blessing to be here so far. Coach Ron West, when I was GN at Tulsa, kind of gave me that analogy, and I always thought that was a little more interesting than the keep it simple, stupid type deal. And I always thought it grabbed people's attention and kids' attention a little bit more to say, yeah, you're right. The scheme and everything that you really doesn't matter. It's that you know it so well that you're not even thinking when you're out there playing. And so the whole bathroom defense, I guess, has taken off. And hey, it's fun. We're here to have fun, aren't we? So it's good. All right, Coach Walls already took my favorite point break. So kind of my other favorite one would have to be Good Will Hunting. I don't know, just I like those kind of movies that I can memorize quotes and just clever dialogue, that sort of thing. Point Break's probably my favorite movie, my favorite horrible movie, and then Good Will Hunting's probably my favorite good movie. So those are two of my favorites. We're big brunch people. We love Saturday morning brunch. We'll wake up, and as you get older, you wake up early all the time now. And we enjoyed having our coffee, kind of talking, and then, you know, we live in Tulsa, Midtown area, and there's all sorts of brunches that we like to go to. And I'll probably get made fun of because, you know, you're spending $20 for eggs, but it's not so much the food. I more like the conversation and just the, no, we're morning people, and I enjoy hanging out with my wife then. Oh man, breakfast cereal, Cookie Crisp was always good. My dad always got Honey Nut Cheerios. He still does that to this day. I mean, there's like 3 boxes of Honey Nut Cheerios on the fridge right now. So that's another favorite. And then, oh man, Apple Jacks. Apple Jacks had some really good after milk. You know, I always judge cereal by their after milk. I like to call it the nectar of the gods. And the Apple Jack after milk is tops.